They're saying Taylor Jenkins called timeout, which then what is not lost on me at that very moment, and for many people that like would have been watching that game and they're just like, hey, look, there's a basketball game on TV, right? And don't have the context for it. What was not lost on me is like, this has got to be the most ironic thing that's ever happened. Like, literally the last time at home we played Houston, Taylor Jenkins went to the podium and said, I should not have called that timeout. I've got to be better. I will be better. I blame this on me. I talked to the guys, blah, blah, blah. And then the players had to say, yeah. You know, remember Bane hits the shot after, and then he called the timeout, which enabled Houston to foul you rather than you even getting a look at three. At that point, you've used your last timeout. So even regardless of what happens on those free throws, even though you missed the free throws, Ja missed them, but even if you made them, you still would not have been able to advance the ball to midcourt because you've got an obvious foul situation, even if you make your free throw. So it was bad strategy, right? It was bad strategy. And he said, like, if I had to do it over, I wouldn't call the timeout. End of story, right?
How many times in life you get a second chance to do something? To replay it.
And the irony of us playing the literally exact same team, also a must-score possession, and instead of calling timeout, he's screaming, go, go, go.
Yep.
And then for a phantom timeout to stop the game, which is exactly what he does not want. I've never seen that. Honestly, I've never seen that. Never. It was the most bizarre thing.
Yeah.
And then
I think that's why the refs let him like go off. Like, he could have RKO'd the ref, and the ref would have like done nothing.
Dude, if that was at any other point in the game, like teed up, he would have been thrown out.
Like, you could have Stone Cold turned the ref in that moment. The ref would have been like, all right, you got it, bro.
He knew.
I was wrong. My bad.
Marat Kogut knew. He knew he messed
up.
Well,
and that's why he let Jenkins do what he did.
Tumas Isola is MVP of the game. Because I do believe that his restraint and like attempting to calm Taylor Jenkins down. If you look, I watched that back so many times. When Taylor grabs that clipboard and walks, I mean, as he is marking on he is fuming.
Yes.
And I'm like, he is in absolutely no condition to call a play right now. Right. And that Tumas is just like, we've got to play. We've got the ball. We've got the, and obviously Jaren gets fouled, makes the two free throws against Dylan. And shout out to Fred VanVleet.
You tried it, buddy. You tried to have your podcast moment where you like be able to tell the story 15 years from now.
Well, the first one was for sure for Thompson. They're trying to get him to the left side like they did against Boston. But the Grizzlies knew that as well.
Yes.
And so they were like, no, here's the wall. You don't get to do that. So now it's Fred VanVleet taking these, fadeaway 3-point, back to back. And of all the people you wanted and the Grizzlies wanted to direct that. They would rather live and die with that than live and die with the ball in Thompson's hands trying to make a play. Because Thompson can get to a spot, Jalen Green can get to a spot. Those are the two guys that you didn't want in a situation, creating their own shot in a one-shot situation.
I think another thing, too, I think credit for the Grizzlies, the coaching staff, for the final play they ran that got Jaren the free throws, because Jaren and Dylan had been going at it.
Yep.
They've been going at it. And here's the thing.
There was no chance we weren't getting a call.
But also you get that ISO. You want that ISO. That is your best player. He's got height advantage. He's got size advantage. And Dylan has too prideful, too much of an ego. He is not going to ask for help. He will not let help come over there.
He was trying to push Jaren off the spot, and Jaren was like,
he's not going to let that happen.
Get off. Let me get it. Foul Dylan.
I'll be honest.
Go to the bench.
I'll be honest. No matter what shot we would have taken, there was going to be a foul call.
You think so? If Dylan was involved?
Because of what just happened.
Because of what just happened.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't even think, now he fouled him, right? It's a bump. But I don't think it, but I will say this, down the last 3 minutes, they let everything go in that game. Guys were flying all over the ground.
Except, they
let everything go.
Yeah, there were two times in that game where I thought, holy crap. Late in the fourth quarter, I'm like, dude, I swear we're right there with this team, and then we just cannot make the plays to win. One of them was the Kennard missed three, where it's like, dude, it's there. The other one was when 1:54 left when Brandon fouled Jalen Green.
Oh, my
three.
God.
I was like, holy crap.
Oh, my.
Bruh.
It's a 3-point game.
We literally just we're right here against this team, and we just
That's why
mess
I
it
thought,
up.
That's why I thought with
Just
all that,
losing plays. And those are like, you know what I mean?
And
Like they
Brandon,
say,
and you don't expect
they,
Brandon to do that.
and
Brandon's
they
not one you
won't stop
expect to.
making winning plays.
Right. Just every time against this team.
Like, stop.
Yes. And Brandon's the last one I expect to do that for our team. Like,
Oh,
you
and,
don't expect him to do
and by
that.
the way, he and Jaren, both, again, same way with Anthony Edwards in that Minnesota game. Like, they take the switch and they make it hard on the guys to shoot it.
Yes.
They do a very good job. They switch everything, and they do a good job because you can. He's an ace in the hole when it comes to that stuff because they went super small.
they did, and they were flying into the back.
And even when they, at one point, they took
back
Brooks out and put Tate in. It's like, you're still small, right? Like, they just, and they fly around everywhere.
flying to the
Oh,
back.
my God. With
like
Eason and,
like Steve-O was getting every rebound, bro.
well, he's done that for 20 years.
When's the last time Steve-O went 3 for 3 from the free throw line?
I mean,
Because he did last
1971.
night.
I don't know.
Never,
I'll tell you this.
ever.
I wanted so badly to know what Eric Hasseltine was saying last night. Now, of course, you know the TV broadcast was not a part of things last night, so Brevin and Pete weren't calling that game. So the only outlet we have is the radio broadcast for the hometown feed, and Eric Hasseltine was on the call, and where we were sitting, Eric is like caddy cornered from us, and I can see him standing up, and I can see him waving his arms, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, this has got to be just absolutely amazing. So Roser was able to find the radio call from last night when all of this chaos is taking place. And so here it is last night. You said you synced it up with the video?
Yeah, they synced it up with the video. And it is very similar to when you said it was chaotic for me, and I apologize. You can tell with Eric and EP, they are too.
They don't know what's going on.
It's like, what is happening here?
Okay, this is last night, that very famous end of the game situation where the referees call a timeout for the Grizzlies that the Grizzlies did not call, therefore stopping a Jalen Wells breakaway dunk that would have given them the lead.
Van Vliet, top of the arc, 3 on the shot clock, working on Jackson, step back 3, short, rebounded by Wells, shot clock turned off, Wells has a breakaway, goes to the rim. No! No!
What'd he do?
Taylor Jenkins, they say he asked for
Don't get a technical.
timeout.
Don't get a technical.
Oh, Jenkins was backing away from the timeout. Wells had a breakaway. Murat Kogut says the Grizzlies called a timeout.
They should be able to look at that. Can you challenge that?
Oh my goodness!
Second time he did that the last game.
Taylor Jenkins is livid.
Just go back to the
I
play.
have to
Just
look
go back
at
to
the
the
replay.
replay.
I did not see
The
Coach
replay gonna tell you
taking
everything.
the timeout. If it is an inadvertent whistle, that is really tough to swallow. We don't have a replay. We don't have a monitor. There's no way to tell.
And you can remember, Eric, the last game, Des Bain hit the three-point shot. Taylor Jenkins called a timeout.
Murat Kogut is hearing it from the fans. We don't have a monitor. No monitor with the TNT feed.
I mean,
I
getting the
wish I
ref you
could tell you,
suck in there,
folks, I
too.
can't.
That's an all-time call.
Yeah.
No!
Don't get a technical. Don't get a technical, which is what we're all thinking,
They
too.
think he's called a timeout.
Yeah.
Wells has a breakaway, goes to the rim. No! No!
What'd he do?
What'd he do? No! What'd he do?
I love